All right, next, number 6. Check if we get 0 over 0. We do. You can see it. You can do it on your paper. So this is a 0 over 0 limit. Do something else. If there's a square root, it means a conjugate. So I'll do it in a different color so it stands out. So watch me do this conjugate. Okay, and I do have a video on the conjugate method somewhere. So we're going to take the bottom, change the sign in between. That's how we do the conjugate. So the top two, we're just going to place next to each other. The bottom two, we're going to do my trick. We're going to multiply the first two terms together, minus, multiply the next two terms. The square root's going to drop out. If you did it right, something's going to cancel. The 4 minus x's are going to cancel, and now we're just going to plug into what is left. So if we plug into what is left, you're going to get 2 plus radical 4, which is just going to come out to be 4. Okay? All right, let's move into 3 infinity questions, and then we'll call that part 1 of limit review. So these are infinity limits. So step 1, we're approaching infinity or negative infinity. You circle the highest powers on top and bottom. That is always my technique. Because this is a square root, I need you guys to actually take the square root of these two terms. So 2 cannot be square rooted, so let's call it radical 2. And then the square root of x squared is x. So the highest term on top is that, the highest term on the bottom is that. You see how the powers match? So it's just the ratio of the coefficients. So this is going to be radical 2. All right, next one. Circle the highest power on top, highest power on the bottom. If you square root x squared, that's going to become x. The highest power down here is going to become x. I know we're approaching negative infinity, but it's going to be a ratio of the coefficients, so it's just going to be 1. And then down here, you could get a common denominator if that makes you guys feel better. Turn it into this if you want. So then you can circle the highest power on top. That might be the best way to stay consistent. So now they match. It's just a ratio of the coefficients. It's going to be 8. So that's going to be part 1 of our mid-unit review.